Hey, this is Jeremy, and it's time to talk about magazine dreams. Okay, so yesterday I was going to subject myself to Snow White. I went to the theater after work, and as I was about to buy my ticket, I see that Magazine Dreams is finally out. I hadn't heard anything about it coming out. Obviously, this is the Jonathan Majors bodybuilder movie that premiered at Sundance in 2023 and that was delayed. And I thought it was dead. I thought it was never coming out because of the assault allegations and whatever happened with his ex-girlfriend. So right after Sundance, like the reviews were kind of amazing in terms of his performance. So I was really, really excited for it. And I liked him as an actor before. So I went to see it, and I didn't even know it was coming out, so I hadn't seen the trailer or anything. It was a very different movie than what I expected it to be. I thought it was just like the kind of the journey of like this bodybuilder person, but it's way darker, and it's not. I mean, it is about the bodybuilding, but it's more the character, and it kind of turns into like this weird taxi driver type of situation where like this really isolated character who goes on like this really intense psychological journey. And just to kind of address like the Jonathan Majors thing, in terms of like separating the art from the artist and like this whole cancellation thing, like I think for some people it's like categorical, like they don't touch anything about anybody that's been kind of canceled. But I think for most people it's kind of more complex than that. I think it has to do with like how much you actually like the person before, and also the crime committed, like how you can kind of like justify that. So for example, like let's take like James Franco for example. Like I enjoyed him as an actor, and I kind of enjoyed him as a person, but I wouldn't necessarily say he was like an amazing actor. So, but for someone like Louis C.K., who's my favorite comedian, and what he did, to me, it's not on the same level as like a Harvey Weinstein or something like that. So for me, I can go back and like watch old stuff and new stuff that Louis C.K. is doing. Most people don't even know because it's like not advertised at all. But like he's been on tour for years now, so I don't know. In terms of Jonathan, like I still don't know how I obviously like he did what he did because like parts of that are even on camera, like on security footage. So it's kind of a done like we know. Um, but because of my love for performances and like movies that are just the performance is kind of like the showcase, I kind of really wanted to check it out. So I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I fall like one way or the other, like, but I saw the movie, so we can talk about it. And also like on a movie, like it's not like a stand-up comedian where like there's so many more people that work on a movie. Like the magazine dreams, like the direction is amazing. I didn't know the director, but I'm looking at it now, and like this is the second movie. He directed a movie called Hot Summer Nights in 2017, which I've never heard of, but he wrote that Lee Daniels movie, The Deliverance, last year with Glenn Close and Monique, and that was really bad. So,
Fuck you, bitch.
and he wrote Magazine Dreams as well as directing it. But that was great. The performances are like, apart from Jonathan, like this girl Haley Bennett is amazing. She's only in two scenes, but she's amazing. And then Taylor Page is in one scene, and she's phenomenal as well. And like the cinematography and the music is insane as well. So like, there's a lot more people that worked on this than just one person. So it sucks that like this movie's gonna make no money because of one person when so many people put so much time and effort into this project. That being said, the movie is all about Jonathan. Like he's in every frame of this movie. Like we follow him. Like this is really his journey, his movie. But just judging this like objectively, like his performance is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Like, it's a wild showcase. And I couldn't help but think, if I had given a performance like this, I would have locked myself at home and not come out until like Oscar night. Like, so that I don't interact with anybody, nothing happens. I just close it off and be like, nothing is gonna fuck up this moment for me. I'm not gonna fuck it up for myself. But obviously that didn't happen. So I don't know what to say. Like, it's an electrifying performance. It is, you cannot take your eyes off of him. I think a lot of it had to do with like the surprise for me of like what I thought I was going to see. Like, I thought I was going to see like this like traditional kind of bodybuilder movie, like sports movie, but it was completely like, it was so intense and so insane. The violence and the aggression and the repression and the just like the psychological journey this character goes through is crazy. And I think like for most people, because of what happened in real life, like I think the movie might even be more shocking, because you kind of like, oh, like, is this how it was in real life? Like, he has these like explosions of aggression that are kind of insane. But the movie around the performance is just as good. The one thing that I didn't like is the ending. About like 20 minutes before the movie ends, like there's this really, really powerful scene that I was like, oh shit, like if this movie ends here with what I think is gonna happen, then it's like a perfect movie. But then it didn't. It kept going, and then it has this sort of like neutral, maybe like happy ending ish, that I think kind of fucks up like the journey we've just been through. Like, if it had ended with that like really powerful, intense scene, I think it could have been like on like a Taxi Driver level in terms of like the performance and like the journey. So I don't know. Knowing how it ends, like I think like just seeing it again, I could have a different feeling. I don't think I will watch it again, but I don't know. It's obviously, you feel for the real life victim and all that stuff, but like there's also so much disappointment in him and for him. I get like, I don't know, like to do great work like this and then fucking up so bad that like everything comes crashing down. I don't know. So anyway, I wasn't even planning on doing like a review. And it's funny because I went on Letterboxd and like most of the people I follow on there had seen this movie at Sundance. So like their review is kind of objective because it was before all this shit happened. So yeah, like I'm not, obviously everyone feels how they feel. So I'm not telling you guys to go see it. And I wasn't even going to, like, I was just going to see this movie and like not tell anybody that I saw it. But there's something good, like there's something of quality in this movie. So if you want to kind of separate the art from the artist, in this case, I think there's something of value in this movie that you could enjoy. If you can't obviously fully understand. But yeah, Magazine Dreams. See you guys next time. I think I am seeing Snow White tonight, so I will potentially do a review of that tomorrow.
Well, no. Ma.